Today we're talking about how you can make a day really special for somebody else. And I actually want to illustrate that for you with a recent story. And so, first of all, part of why we might want to make a day special for somebody else is one, it's going to make you feel really great because they are going to feel so good and be so appreciative. And a lot of times, I think you'll find that a truly fabulous experience for somebody lasts so much longer for them and for all of you who end up taking part in it than a gift might, a physical gift. So, the memory that you create for them, really has a lot of meaning and can be a lot better than any gift you might find. Okay, so the story I want to share with you is back in November. It was my husband's birthday, and it's about mid-November. And I knew that The Hobbit was coming out soon, and he and his sons, my two stepsons, are huge Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit fans, and they've been waiting for years and years. And I had already gotten him a gift. I'm like, what can we do on his birthday? And it was a Sunday, and they were actually all off. My husband's a teacher, and then the boys are in school, and they were all off already for the break for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, what can we all do on this day that'll really make, that's a fun event, like a birthday event. And, it's like I didn't really want to have a party or kind of do that kind of thing. I wanted to do something really neat that he'd really like. So I thought we could actually, we have Lord of the Rings, and they really like to watch, all the Lord of the Rings movies, but we hadn't done it for a while. So I'm like, what about if we have a Lord of the Rings marathon? So I was thinking about this, and I knew what he liked. He would, they'd watch Lord of the Rings. You close all the windows down, shut out the light. You light some candles, and you play the movie, and you just make it really special. I figured, I'd make him some of his favorite foods or something like that. But I decided the day before, because I know my husband, he really likes the details, that I'm going to ask him if he wants to have some input on what we do during this day. So I gave him a little ideas and asked, do you want to know ahead of time so you can impact the details? And he decided yes. And so then he thinks about it, he starts making some lists of, I want the candles lit and this and that. And he goes, oh, Middle Earth food. And I'm like, what? He goes out and finds a website that has recipes for Middle Earth food. And that's what he wanted to also have during the day. So we found some recipes, like a mulled cider, Mary's mulled cider, and roast mutton for the trolls, and potato onion soup from Sam, and a few other ones. So we had to go shopping and get that stuff, and I actually ended up doing a couple other things that made it special. We're going to finish our basement, see it over there, downstairs, sometime in the next couple months. And at that point, we were going to get a big TV because we only had like a 27-inch TV. So I decided, we could get our big TV a couple months early. And then since we had that, and now we have Blu-ray player, but we had never watched any Blu-ray movies, so I got Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. So, and of course, these are all the extended Lord of the Rings, so this actually went on for more than one day. It went on for like 3 days, because I had to work. They were all home, but I had to work, so we got through 1.5 movies on Sunday with a lot of food and a lot of work on my part. But they talk about it all the time, and the memory of this marathon, they're like, now we gotta do it for Harry Potter and make stuff for that. I'm like, I'm definitely not really doing a marathon for the 8 Harry Potter movies. Well, do one movie a week or something. But it was such a success, and I think, it was something that he really wanted, but he never even really thought about or realized that he wanted it. And the other the little touches, having the food and the ambiance that we did, and we all had our little Mary's malt cider in here and toasted each other in these steins that my husband has, and they all just had a great time. And it was the best birthday present he's ever gotten from me, that's for sure. Maybe ever, I don't know, I'd have to ask him. But, so maybe that'll give you some ideas of what you can do for somebody else to make their day, birthday, wedding, whatever it is, really special. And if you want some tips on what to think about, because I'm not suggesting you copy and do the exact same thing I did, it's just a way to illustrate how I did it in this scenario. So stop by the article on my website. I'll post it in the comments below. And read some of the ideas of what you should think of, what you can think of to make a day really special for somebody else. And you will get a lot out of it too.